little technical difficulties.
Yeah, sorry about that, everybody.
Okay, so I sent Gwen a few video clips and some pictures. We can start with whatever you want, Gwen. We can give an explanation.
Yeah, we can kind of fill you in on what's going on.
All right, this is the one with the light.
Okay, now this here is interesting because this was sent to us from a friend of ours. We had a strange encounter. It's not very bright though, is it?
Oh, you can't even. Yeah.
You can't even really see it. Well, can you see it? Not really.
Can't really see it.
Weird. Interesting. Did you brighten it up? Well,
yeah, it was normal.
Okay. Well, here, do I have the clip on my? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Well, see, I've never been a real big UFO person ever, and we had a strange experience. Did you send her that video?
Yes, I did.
Okay, now.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, the other video of the where you can see the string of lights in the sky. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was the video that we took. Obviously, you can hear me cussing all through that thing.
Okay. Stop.
Babe, yeah, don't shine the light. What the fuck is that? I am.
Moving. What is that? What the fuck, dude? Jasper. Oh.
It's trying to focus in on it.
Fucking goddamn Independence Day shit.
What the fuck?
Jasper, please stop. Jasper. God damn it. Oh, babe. What is that? Jasper, please stop. Babe, it's flying.
I know.
It's flying. What is it, dude?
Is it some kind of drone?
No, babe, it's big.
No, I think it's closer than we think.
Is it? Let's get out of the way, babe. Let's get out of the way. Come on.
What is that, babe?
Come on, let's get out of the way. Come on. Go. What is it?
It's getting bigger.
It's getting closer. That's why. Come on. Go. Go.
What is that? I can't see it now.
Take him. That's what we need. Come on, Jasper, we gotta go. Come on, go. Was it crashing?
Babe, look.
What is it, babe? What is that thing?
I don't know.
Okay, come on, Jasper, we gotta go. Come on. Right, Jasper, come on. Wait. Let's go. Freaking out because we picked him up. But it's hard to see in that video, but it was huge. And we've kind of looked at some of the frames in the video.
Yeah,
and other people saw this thing. It wasn't just us.
2 nights later, some other people in town saw it.
Yeah. So, and then have you heard about all the UFO stuff that's coming out right now, like in the news? There's another hearing and all this stuff, and yeah,
Yes.
and all the rumors circulating about what these UAPs are. It's kind of interesting because it all kind of ties together, which is the theory I had a long time ago. That these are all connected. This phenomenon. It's pretty interesting that there's like the newest stuff, like where there's journalists' lives are getting threatened, like Tucker Carlson, you know who he is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, his life has been threatened, and there's some, what's the other guy?
Oh, there's feedback.
Dude. Okay. Jeremy Corbell, is that his name?
Cordell.
Yeah, he's a guy in the UFO community. His life was threatened, and anybody that's been briefed on what the government knows, their life has been kind of in other words, threatened. So.
And see, we were never UFO people.
No.
Even really give much thought until we experienced that.
Yeah.
And because that thing, when it changed direction and came right at us, and then was right up above us, and then was ahead of us, and then in the blink of an eye was gone. And then the sound that, I don't know, were you able to pick up that electrical sound in that video, Gwen?
She is there.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And that-
let me mute our microphone. Let me mute our mic to make sure that's not because of our microphone here.
Well, then they won't be able to hear us.
We're talking on the phone.
The people watching won't be able to hear us
Oh.
if you mute the
Yeah,
mic.
it's fine.
Oh, I gotcha. I got you. Okay. Well, let me turn ours down at least. Okay. Yeah. And so, like, then there was some other evidence you sent in.
Yeah. So, but that other video, that first one that you showed, that was a friend of ours. Like a year or two, maybe year and a half later, she had. No. The that first one that you played of the string of lights. That said Monica Smith on it. That was a friend of ours, and she had captured that. We had people trying to tell us that this thing was the Starlink
Oh
satellite.
yeah, no way.
It's like, no, I don't think satellites all in unison change direction and chase after people.
Then what else did you send? You sent some.
The one in the White House.
Oh,
The
there's some audio from that house that is insane.
Yeah,
And you don't have it on your phone?
I've got it on my phone, but I'm talking to her on the phone.
Oh, okay,
I'd
gotcha.
have to bring it up on yours.
Okay.
I think you've got it. Don't you?
Yeah, I probably do actually.
I think you sent it to yourself from my phone.
Okay.
So
Send-
go into our messages.
Okay.
You'll have to scroll back.
Right. Let's see here.
But yeah, the one in the White House.
There was this case where these people that they had signed a contract with, and the house was beautiful. It was an old historic house, and like around the turn of the century, what did it say, 1911? Is that when it was built or something like that?
I think it
1909.
was built even earlier than that.
But long story short, it was a sea captain's house because the one kid knew a lot about it because it was his relative. But anyhow, they decided to up and move, and it was a pay-as-you-go kind of deal to own the house, and they had made a bunch of payments, so it didn't really make sense that they would just up and flush the money down the toilet. But they mentioned to you, the girl mentioned to you, that there was something in the house that was menacing their child, right?
Yeah, when they were moving out, because we went in and investigated it after they had moved everything out because they were so freaked out by things, and we didn't want to disturb and rustle anything up with the kids still there. But their last night there, it actually pushed their 3-year-old down the stairs.
Oh no.
Yeah, and there was their 6-year-old suddenly had this imaginary friend that he was scared to death of.
Well, his behavior got real bad too.
Yeah, and his behavior got out of control. And
Which is pretty
just a terrible.
pretty common when dealing with stuff like that. But yeah, so we went in to investigate it, and me and some team members, we spent a couple days in there, a couple nights, and
We set up security cameras in there.
yeah, but we can't. But at one point, which we were completely unaware that this thing was throwing a fit upstairs.
Oh, the audio.
Yeah, when the audio is interesting because not only does it play an instrument that never was there, a musical instrument that wasn't in the house we know of, but it also it sounded kind of like a. What is it?
I thought it sounded like a T-Rex or something.
Oh yeah, the weird noise, the weird primal sounds this thing made were just crazy. But threw some stuff around upstairs. But here we're unaware of this when it's going on upstairs because you can still hear us down there talking. This thing's going
Yeah.
nuts. But yeah, it was.
You guys had the video recorder in there, or
Yeah,
voice recorder?
we had several video or voice recorders and one wireless like night vision camera up there, and the camera was in the room that the thing did not lose its mind in, but we had a couple like audio recorders up there, and it throws a bucket across the room and does a bunch of stuff, but it's
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's speaking, but it's like it did the same where it snort, and it sounded kind of like where it it sounded like a goat at one point in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really interesting audio. But the video that you sent her was of the downstairs, wasn't it?
Yeah, the downstairs. There, and I sent you one of the better clips of the orbs. But
Do you
throughout,
want to see that?
Huh?
See that one now?
yeah,
Okay. That it right there?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
yeah, and
downstairs.
see where the camera's focusing in, it had like an automatic focus in. It was trying to focus in on something. It was seeing something. But the best orb is right at the end of this clip. If you watch down on the bottom right at the end of this one, you'll see it come in.
Is it playing? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's about halfway through.
Oh, so it's nothing until the very end.
There was a couple orbs.
It's going.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a couple orbs that were at the like. Yeah.
There's some,
Yes. There was one.
Yeah.
See where that little car is on the floor, on the right bottom. That's where it comes in from. It's right there.
Oh, is it nice and slow or something? You know, because
No.
but you know,
Here, watch.
orbs aren't really super.
We couldn't remember which one this was. So here it comes in right about.
So it was the very end of the clip.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
And then it shoots straight up.
Oh yeah, it shows. Yeah, it shows with a sign of it, like it's got a path of intelligence.
Yep.
As you know, we all know the thing about orbs. You know, yeah, there could be a lot of things, but the orbs that stop like that and they kind of, you know, hang out and be like, oh, okay, which way do I go? And they, yeah, that's.
I thought that was a really good one.
No, that's a true. Yeah, that's a pretty good example of an orb. Yeah, it is.
Wonder if do you want to try to find those audio clips?
Yeah, I can
Or
try.
just play them with the phone.
I can try. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. You want me to show some pictures
Sure,
Yeah,
or
sure.
please.
something?
Yeah.
Sure. No, these are just investigations that you were around during, right? Like the ones that we sent
Yes.
today. Yeah.
All right, let's see. There's one. It looks like a fence. Is that okay to start with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's Liberty Bond.
Yeah.
That actually I just got back from that location again. It's one with all the howling and did we ever?
Oh, yes.
Yes, the one that Blaine liked so much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This one
we had our backs to the
we were
fence
sitting up
area, and like I said, all that's left of this town is a cemetery. That's it. That's all that's left there, and it's one of the oldest cemeteries in the entire state. But the entire town, it was an established town, and there's no trace of it, because you know, for reasons unknown. And anyway, all that backstory stuff. Well, we had our backs to the fence, and we heard something, and you kind of snapped a picture over
Yeah,
your shoulder, didn't
I
you?
just took the phone and just slung it up over my shoulder and just took pictures behind me.
But at this very moment, what happened is on the audio, we had audio running too, is this little, it sounded like a little girl came up and went patty cake. Said patty cake. And then, yeah,
Oh, wow.
which was
Yeah.
quite bizarre, you know. But yeah, but that's, because you can actually see the tracers of it moving.
There's two pictures. I don't know if it's the same one.
Same thing.
It's the same orb or whatever the heck that thing was.
Some kind of a energy anomaly.
Yeah.
And then that one time that we were out there, which we need to get that footage transferred on the computer when we filmed the ball, whatever it was coming through the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we filmed this light, and you know, I thought it was a flashlight at first, but it, you know, just out in the middle of nowhere and nobody else up there, so I'm like, nah, it's not a flashlight, but it's bright like that, and this thing was traveling across the ground towards us, and I said something to it, and it kind of went out, but we were filming it at the same time with a IR camera, and it was quite bizarre what we filmed.
Well, yeah, and then it seemed to distort the trees around it.
Yeah, like everything that passed would distort, and it was just like ball of light, like along the ground, and it split into two. And then after I said something to it, it's like it just kind of like stopped and went out. But it got pretty close to us, whatever it was, but
Yeah.
same location. Really interesting place. Like when we were there, it was still daylight when we were there. When was it that we went up there? Me and Bobby and.
A couple days ago.
And yeah, we were getting disembodied growls and all that. Just like hadn't even got dark yet. So it's a weird place. It's a weird place.
It's a very weird place.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the next one.
That would be very interesting.
Yeah, it's a good it's like our laboratory. We have these locations that are where nobody's gonna have to have any consequences for what we do, you know. So we can go really mess with this stuff and kind of do our experiments, and that's one of the places that we do that at, is this area, because it's so active. So yeah, our
Sounds like it.
kind of like our little playground of paranormal activity. Yeah.
Some more picture. This one looks like
There's,
a barn.
you know, you're right, and that's not very far from Liberty Bond. Actually, that isn't either. There's a dark. You can hardly see it. There's a dark figure. See the feet at the bottom. It just looked like a big shadow figure, didn't it, standing there?
Yeah. I should have sent that.
Should have lightened it up a little bit, but it's
Yeah,
just
I
kind of
had
hard to
one
see.
that
But
I lightened up.
you can see the feet right above the beams there with the flashlight shining on. You can see feet, and then the sort of legs that go up. But if you lighten the picture up, you see the whole outline of this thing. It just looks like a great big.
It looked like, I thought it looked like a pirate.
Kinda, but yeah, that was an example of. That was the one where the thing went nuts and destroyed the upper
Yeah.
level of the house
Did you
and
play
everything.
that?
Yeah,
Either of them?
they played the Demon House one, where the thing destroys the upper level of the house of the house. There's a bunch of
This
crashing.
was there.
Yeah, it was that location.
Yeah,
All right. Let's
we-
see. What,
we could hear all that thrashing and crashing from the barn that we were in, and that was the barn.
And we could hear something destroying the piano, but it never got picked up on audio,
Yeah,
which
that
was
was
odd.
weird.
There was an old
Oh,
piano
wow.
in there. Yeah.
all right. Let's see. What is this one? It is.
Those are handprints that appeared on a window.
Yeah.
And what's funny is the very center one here. You'll see one that looks like it's kind of flipping you off.
Yes, I do see that.
Yeah, you see that? That. Yeah, and those were not there. They appeared after we got there, and it just looked like a bunch of like skeletal handprints on the inside of this window. Or were they even on the inside? Were they like in between the panes of
It
glass?
was like in between the panes of glass.
Yeah.
Because I even went onto the outside of the house and took a picture.
And the one
and
flipping you
there
off,
was-
there
there
that's
was
great.
nothing there, and there had been nothing there to begin with. We were it was our boss at the time. We were
Cleaning
cleaning
up
one of his
one of his rentals, yeah, and then the place was just kind of weird.
and
Uh,
I had had the blinds up, and it was starting to get dark outside. So I thought, okay, I'm going to drop the blinds because people were driving by, and I didn't want them seeing in. And I dropped the blinds, and then I thought, oh crap, I need to wash those windows. So then I pulled the blinds back up, and all these handprints were there all of a sudden.
and then there's a lot of activity in that place.
Yeah, there was.
There's
a
some
lot.
audio of me and my teammate. We go in there, and we're kind of like just chilling in the dark. We laid on the floor and just was listening, and this voice remember it called out my name,
Mhm.
like real clear. It was pretty interesting. But I like I like the the hand given the bird. That's a good touch. That's a good thing there.
That is. All right. Let's see. What else do we have?
Oh, what else we got?
This one.
Oh, you
okay,
can't
I sent two versions. I sent
Okay.
you the two versions of this one, right? Yeah, the one where it's lightened up. Yeah, this was.
That
Immigrants.
audio of the hitchhiker,
Yeah,
the
the
demon
hitchhiker.
hitchhiker, where the thing speaking Sumerian. Yeah, this was at that location.
I just was taking pictures, just kind of walking around, taking pictures of everything. And this was beside me. And and I snapped a picture, and I was going through all the pictures at the end of the night and saw this and said, okay, well, there's nothing there. And we even went back to the location just to make sure
Oh, yeah.
that I hadn't missed something.
There wasn't. It's pretty interesting. I mean, that's not the night that we got that audio, but it's pretty interesting.
Oh, we heard a bunch of other weird
Oh, there's a bunch of other
that
stuff.
night.
Yeah, there's some good audio. There's so much audio that we could.
We need to really
need
need
to-
to
Can I
go
look
through.
on that picture?
Mhm.
Whatever. Is that like a rock or
There
a
was
tree? I'm not sure.
there's
There's
a
a tree in
tree.
the background. There's a tree in the background, but there's nothing there. You see that half of a? It's like a half of a almost looks like a hooded figure almost. Yeah.
People look at it. Look at the top of it. It almost looks like a skull on there.
The face is kind of like white, kind of.
I've had
Yeah.
people look at it, and actually quite a few people have said that they think it looks like an Indian, like Native American.
Yeah, it actually does. To me, it does. Yeah,
Yep.
and I haven't talked to you guys about it at all. So.
No, you just got that just right before the show. Yeah. Yeah. So that apparition, it was something that wasn't there, definitely.
Yeah.
But it kind of goes along with the activity.
Well, and with the area.
Yeah, because the Oregon Trail goes right through there, and there's a lot of history there.
And we just found out that there's some Native American burial grounds in that
Oh,
area.
yeah, that's right. There's an ancient. I was doing some work for somebody that owns a lot of property up there, and they informed me that there's like an ancient burial ground up there somewhere, right by the John Day River, and that's right there. And
Oh wow.
yeah, they were saying that it was within walking distance, so there's a lot of history up there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. I was trying to see if I still have the wolf. Let me see. I may have.
Okay.
I may have the little hitchhiker.
Okay. What's interesting about that hitchhiker audio is I looked it up, and the part of what he said, there's something that it says that I looked up, and it was Sumerian. Did we talk about? We talked about that on the last show, right? I think, or one of them.
One of them, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that deity Firebird herd or whatever the term is that it uses, that's a Sumerian god, which is interesting. That thing's a long way from home, just yeah. So it's kind of, it doesn't make any sense. What is it doing up there?
Do you think they ever try to say that they are somebody that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But that sounded pretty authentic. It was pretty generic. The time that there's something that said it was Beelzebub one time, but it was generic. It wasn't like that. That was pretty interesting because the thing never really did anything. It just hung out for a minute,
Right.
and it's not the first time it's kind of made an appearance, So I thinking that thing's pretty, somewhat legit. But
the only audio I still have on here is the wolf.
Oh, you know how the hitchhiker. Okay, well the wolf that's linked to Liberty Bond. You can play that again if you'd like. That's pretty cool.
Everybody loves that. Why don't we play that for a minute?
Okay.
All right, here we go. It's loud.
That's loud.
On my hand. Okay, well let's leave this stuff recording here. Okay. Thank you, Fido. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
What is? Oh yeah, it's because the boogeyman's here. Happens about every time. I'll trade you. You want to trade that? I'll grab the flashlight. Is that? Whoa! Hang on! Stop! Hang on! What's that? Very interesting stuff, yeah. No demons were harmed in the video or in the actual event, so it's okay. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff.
So, are you guys doing anything?
For Halloween?
Not here. Are y'all doing anything for Halloween? Yeah.
Yeah, we're working that out right now. Actually, I just said last night we got to get something going on because yeah, it's been a while.
I gotta work.
But there's we can look. Hopefully, we can look
Story
into.
of my life.
There's quite a few haunted locations down in the Portland area, Portland, Oregon. Have you heard about some of the stuff like the Shanghai tunnels and
I have heard of some of it,
You
yes.
have, okay. Well, there's a lot down there. There's quite a few locations that we do. We'd like to set up somewhere where we can do a live investigation. That's Eric.
That would be awesome. Or if
Yeah.
not, you could take it and then we could,
Eric?
film
Yeah.
everything.
But it would be cool to just to air like kind of like what we're doing now, you know, like an over the phone kind of deal. Because we did that for a radio show years ago. We would do that on a regular basis, and it's kind of cool because the audience, they knew more about what we captured before we did because they could hear it coming through the phone. So it's pretty cool.
That would be. I'm trying to download. I found the Hitchhiker.
Okay.
You guys would like to play that? I found
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty good. And then there's a lot more audio clips, lots of audio clips that I can get cleaned up.
yeah.
It's just now starting to settle down a little bit from what was going on. It's insane. But yeah, the technical difficulties today, that was ridiculous. That was a little overkill, man. I was like,
yeah.
holy.
Well,
Man.
hey, my internet went out. It just totally died on me last week.
Well, but you guys had a tornado or a hurricane, right? I mean, there's no real explanation for this. It's just, you know.
Well,
I remember.
It happened. All right, you want to play the demon one?
Yeah. Let's play this. This is the Sumerian deity. Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, my phone's still doing cold in church pass right now.
You want church pass?
Yeah, it's because it's so cold.
Are we moving? Are we crazy along? No. Night. Photographer. I'm gonna go to
Sounds like what?
Yeah, my phone's still doing cold in church pass right now.
You want church pass?
Yeah, it's because it's so cold.
Are we moving? Are we crazy along? No. Night. Photographer. I'm gonna go to
Such a yeah.
Sorry about that.
Well, that's okay. Such a pleasant sounding thing, isn't it? Yeah, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's just, yeah, but I mean, you can just tell it's trying to sound as awful as it can, you know.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it did. But what's funny is it never did anything. Never did anything like aggressive or just sat in the back seat and checked us out for a minute. But yeah, you know, that's kind of funny. I mean, a lot of people might not find that funny, but it just there's things that are just so nasty by nature like that it's not even trying. Maybe it's not even trying to sound bad. It just is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think it's grandma though. It doesn't sound like grandma or Uncle Joe or something like that. Sounds a little inhuman, you know. It's yeah. So yeah, so so next time you're at your local cemetery, beware because there could be something like that hanging out, you know.
That's true. That is very true. Well, you guys, I know we've only been on about half an hour.
Well, you know, it happens, you know.
Yeah, I have technical difficulties sometimes. You guys do. And
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. That was just, but you know, it's we found a way to improvise, you know.
There you go.
Well, there's a will, there's a way.
There is. And we will definitely do back next week. We're going to get together and figure out if we can do something for Halloween.
Absolutely.
Or even if it's pre-recorded or
Absolutely.
something.
We'll do the Halloween thing. we'll do the Halloween thing. I got some ideas. I just got to confirm them before I, to talk about it. But no, definitely do something for Halloween, and we'll do something fun and interesting, and yeah, hopefully something live, because we want everybody to be there that's tuning in with us and kind of hear what we're hearing and experience what we're experiencing. So yeah.
Well, I think I know they can't really hear me, so why don't you guys sign off and I'll end it, and then we'll hang on and talk for a second.
Sounds good. Here we'll end. Okay, leave studio here.